Hey, welcome to Spoiler Warning Talks over E3 2017. Got a bunch of talking heads from Twitch right now because that's apparently what's being shown on their stream, but eventually these people will go away. Hopefully I've got it muted. Does it? So, joining me this morning, this afternoon, whatever the hell it is, I guess it's afternoon now, is Chris Franklin, Alex, Glitch, and Jarenth, who just walked in. Hello.
I would love them.
So this is like the big question mark stream, isn't it? Like this is the one that. Oh dear, I refreshed the thing to get my my stream working and got the audio coming through. All right. So this is a big question mark stream as far as E3 2017 goes. Is like, what is the Scorpio? You know, how much is it going to cost? What's the ecosystem going to look like? Is it is it the next Xbox? Is that all it is? Is it going to be are they going to keep trying to do the crazy weird media features that nobody cared about? Is it going to be a gaming PC that runs Windows? You know, what kind of exclusives are they going to have? Are Microsoft actually getting into the exclusives game again? Well, we do actually know the specs. So it does seem like, yes, it is currently the most powerful console ever made for what that means. They didn't do a whole lot with that. What are you talking about? That sweater was magnificent. Oh, that's interesting. Let me mess around with volume mixer here. Well, okay, let's... Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I think. Go ahead and try now, guys. Oh, I know what's actually happening.
We
Okay.
are hopefully just a few minutes away from the Microsoft press conference, so we won't have a countdown. So
the problem is
we go
these
to them
damn
and
people are
they,
talking here, and if I
actually
mute
go
that
live.
part of the stream, then I mute
Don't forget,
also
we've
the
got
Ventrilo stuff.
Everything, and then Bethesda tonight.
So we're just
going to
gonna
be a little bit later than normal, and there's a
Why?
lot of
Why?
really
I don't
interesting
understand.
rumors
Because
apparently it's working now.
We won't talk about
Can you hear us?
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's working.
True. There's a lot to eventually talk about for that, but then we'll have a bunch of
All right.
other stuff throughout the day.
Let's start this over here and hope that these fucking Twitch people stop talking and go to the fucking countdown for the Microsoft press conference. Welcome to Spoiler Warning Talks over E3 2017. We're going into Microsoft right now. With me here is Chris, Glitch, Jarenth, and Alex.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Are people responding with Twitch emotes?
Apparently.
Which Twitch emote are you most excited for, at which associates with that conference?
Oh my god. Mind blowing. It was beautiful.
think that it might be a little broken, or maybe the trick is to only use one icon or something, because only Bethesda was getting votes.
Orchestra and staging.
Ubisoft.
You don't
nobody
trust
cares.
this metric here?
No one has done that before.
I'm too skeptical for my own.
Everyone has these cool stages and stuff, but they made it an art
Kojima
presentation.
walking out on the lighting. Okay, that part was pretty badass.
They made it an actual performance art piece for a press conference.
Who are these people? Does anyone know?
What do we? Oh, it looks like Bethesda.
Yes.
Sony,
So DJ Wheat's on the far right,
Ubisoft.
and then Rachel Querco,
Way more if they-
and then I don't know who the other two people are. But they're hosts from various
People
things.
really excited about Bethesda. You were kind of jumping already in your seat.
Which I guess doesn't really mean much in this context, but personality-driven conference, I guess, is where we're at.
I'm excited for the games that my friends are excited for, just so I know I can hop on that cart with them and be like, "What are we playing, guys?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, totally.
Well, didn't Bethesda last year, didn't they, were like, Fallout 4, and you can play it on this date. And it was just
No, that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying, like, more
She does look like
reward,
Avril
number
Lavigne,
one
doesn't
star.
she?
That's my favorite Elder Scrolls.
I was looking that up,
Elder
yeah.
Scrolls new game.
It's
and
part
you
of the
can
reason
play
I asked.
on November 18th or whatever, and they just
Yeah.
That's a great way to go.
All right,
Canadian
tweets and posts are up.
They've
We are ready to go.
Still waiting to hear more on Fallout VR.
I mean, technically we're going.
VR, but we're gonna go over all of Bethesda. Some of the really.
We weren't really going. That was the rev up.
rumors that also.
The pre-show.
We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We've
Nothing we
also
said in
got
there counts,
stuff.
right?
Quick reminder as well. During E3, we did this last year as well.
You know, it's weird. I keep flipping back and forth between the spoiler warning stream to see the comments from our watchers and then the mainstream. And the mainstream's chat is just awful. It moves a mile a minute, and it's all emoticons and.
Things on the site from emoticons to
We should probably have someone watching the chat. Who wants to do that?
affiliates get a
I am. That's why I'm flipping back and forth.
I mean, like someone to watch
Yeah,
the
I'm
chat,
there too.
like
Both streams are open on both monitors.
straight up. Is Glitch here actually? Glitch.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, Glitch.
I don't understand why we're not all watching the chat.
We've got the pre-show later on
I mean,
tonight.
you maybe not because you're lazy, but everyone else should be. I'm there.
But yeah, it is a very stark difference where, like, our stream is just a few people talking and then a few people talking in chat, and the Xbox stream is just a static image and then just rapid-fire nonsense in chat. It's no longer a means of communication, it's just performance art.
Yeah, well, that's a problem with any large streams.
What are we gonna have at the expo this year?
We have
Oh
I'm trying to figure
man.
out what that guy's shirt is.
interviews that we always bring you.
Arachimus says, and I mispronounced that, so deal with it. Josh, give it to me, man. Give me all your thoughts on Edo period history. Don't get Josh started. It could go on longer than E3 could about.
I don't
his
actually know
thoughts
that
on
much
any
about the
point of
Edo
history.
period.
That's the biggest.
That's what he always starts with. I once asked him, Josh, what was the invasion of Japan like from the Hun or Genghis Khan? Like, what was that like? I know that
Well,
they got
that was
kinda
Kublai
messed
Khan,
up by
not
a storm.
Genghis Khan.
Whoever. See, I don't know. And
here
I'm
we
just
go.
trying to figure out this little bit of history. And
Glitch.
Josh went on for 3 hours.
time. Really? We're doing this with resolutions?
time to
We're
stop.
measuring history as resolutions? Oh my god.
Well, if 4K is their big deal,
I guess, but that's just so awful.
Well, they have to have something to brag about.
I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong, 4K TVs are pretty, but it's just a really. Is that Steve Blum?
I couldn't tell.
Well, those subtitles are really delayed.
I don't know if I can turn subtitles on.
I think it's part of the
Mine were on
broadcast.
by
Sticking around, yeah.
Hey, Halt and Catch Fire is starting.
In lieu of actual interesting information, here's an animation that we made.
But it's in 4K, so.
It's not streaming out
As
at
far as you
4K.
know.
Shadow of Mordor, yeah, they'll probably show something with that.
Is this how video games are made?
No.
Yes. Pixel gnomes, put all the pixels together in the right order faster than you can see them.
That's what the 4K stands for. They have 4,000 pixel gnomes now.
I think they're keeping the same controller.
I don't see any reason to change it unless they're going to VR.
Oh, good. This stream just took up. That's great.
I am no man.
Was that a Crackdown?
Yeah.
Awesome.
People who can afford it.
That'd be
That's who
bad.
cares about 4K. People who can afford it. AK, not me.
Well, it is an Xbox. Certainly looks like a box.
Is that the Scorpio?
I think so. Doesn't look like the 1S.
Ladies and gentlemen, the head of Xbox, Phil
We're about to
Spencer.
find out.
This stage looks way nicer than EA's.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there pretty much just to make everyone else look better.
Hey, no, stop.
Yeah, okay, so this is what... I'm not going to say it, but...
I already can, yeah.
The paid,
hype
not
crowd.
paid, but the people that are not there
Oh my god.
as journalists or as
They're
developers.
not paid in money. They're paid in, here, take the shirt and get a front
Access.
row. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I witnessed the most powerful console ever, and all I got was this T-shirt.
I wish that's what it actually said. I wonder if they have like little sheets that tells them when to clap. Like this is the talking point.
I
that
think it'd
you
be
need to
great
clap at.
if one of them like got up there, sat down, and then right before it started, took off that shirt, and underneath it was a Sony PS4 shirt.
Empower developers, delight
That would be
gamers,
Just slap a
and
sticker
deliver true
on the
hardware
t-shirt.
and technical innovation. The original Xbox team lived.
I
by the
really want them
mantra,
to call it the
"There's
Xbox
no power
2.
greater than X." And today, we are proud to
God.
welcome
Pretty proud.
Xbox
I
has
was
never been the
gonna
most
make
powerful
that joke.
console, aside from like
We're proud before the fact.
the Xbox
getting
ready.
One
Oh my God.
X.
Oh my
What?
god!
This is awful.
That's even
This is like
worse.
Like a
Nintendo
Batman
levels
equation.
of bad names.
sets a new quality standard
It was too
for
dumb.
gamers and game creators.
It's gonna be the next one's gonna be Xbox One X squared.
One X joins
The
the
new
I'm waiting for the
Xbox One
Xbox
X.
Triple X.
One S.
The new
When it
Xbox
comes
One
to
Triple
XL.
Xbox.
Oh my god, I can't believe they did that.
Now,
Wait,
I'd
there's
like
an
to
S?
introduce one of
Yeah,
our
that's
leaders
the-
Are they different
that's the
models?
engineering team
Isn't that the slim
responsible
one?
For making the Xbox One experience
Oh.
great
Yeah,
for
that's the one that's
gamers
already out.
And developers. Please welcome my friend Kareem Chowdhury to tell you more.
So, naming it Xbox One X implies to me that it is not a new console, that it is very much just a PS4 Pro side grade.
Thanks.
That's what I
We'll
wanted to
see.
guess
Significantly more
before the
power.
stream.
Oh, the sweater is back.
3 years of engineering.
It definitely indicates
It's like
that
the
they don't
exact
pay
same
their
sweater.
marketing
Twitch.
department enough money.
From the beginning, our
Or
focus
too
on
much,
game
either or.
creators and you, the gamer, gave us 3 big goals we needed to hit: power, compatibility, and craftsmanship.
What does that mean?
Let's talk power.
Those last
Artisanal
two don't mean
hand-hewn
anything.
chips.
6 teraflop GPU clocked at 1.17.
You have to take them out of a mason jar.
12 gigabytes of
So this is just
DDR5
the
memory,
specs they released
and
with Digital Foundry like a
326
month or two
gigabytes
ago.
per second of memory bandwidth.
How many of those people
These
actually know what
impressive
that
numbers
means?
Oh
are
my
more
God,
numbers
the
than the
crowd.
numbers our
These are
opponents have.
impressive numbers that are more powerful than any other console on
These
every
are
dimension.
impressive numbers.
Because that's what it takes to give game
Every
creators the
every
power
dimension.
they need.
What does that
So
mean?
You should be impressed by these numbers.
4K resolution, 4K textures, and 4K assets in your
We
video
found out if
For-
we put the word
4K
4K
textures
ahead
and
of
4K
everything, it
assets
sounds
don't
better.
mean the same thing as 4K resolution.
And when we say true 4K,
They don't.
it
It's a
means
meaningless
8
statement.
billion
It's
pixels,
utterly meaningless, and this is
We've had
grotesque
4K
marketing
textures
bullshit.
for a while.
premium sound like Dolby Atmos.
It's, well, these are
and
meaningful.
4K UHD
4K,
ray
It's not
tracing.
even
4K.
meaningful.
They said it.
Why isn't it the Xbox One 4K or something?
Next, compatibility.
The
No, it used to be the
Xbox
4K
4000.
Xbox One.
Make it the Xbox 4000, damn
4K.
it.
And your reaction to
Let's go back to
360
90s
backward
naming schemes.
compatibility has energized the team
I
even
liked
more.
90s naming schemes.
So right from the
Oh,
start,
compatibility is
all
nice.
of your Xbox One accessories and games will work with Xbox One X.
This
All right,
we
chat.
pretty
Who
much
is more
already
dad,
knew.
this guy or EA guy?
But for the
Vote
team
now.
and me,
This guy's-
that wasn't good enough.
That's
We wanted
hard.
more. The game library you have today will look and play even better on Xbox One X with enhanced.
This definitely does feel like a dad trying to sell a bad Christmas gift. Like, it's okay,
But
it's
he
got
knows
all
a lot
these
about it.
things.
Wait,
Even if you haven't made the jump to a 4K TV yet, we designed this product for you as well.
Okay.
Since Xbox One X enables a
No, I
technique
just-
called super sampling, the new 4K
Oh,
games
so
you
they're
see
gonna
on
do
stage today
super
will
sampling
look
AA.
better on your 1080p TV
Yeah.
than anything you've seen before.
That's interesting, because did I just hear someone go
And
boo?
finally, craftsmanship.
I don't think so.
meticulously
Yeah, I
created
heard that. I heard it.
every detail of design as we
There's probably
crafted
someone
our
going,
most
yeah,
technically
but
advanced
it sounded like a
console
boo.
ever.
Or oh.
It starts with the Scorpio engine.
Fran Drescher's in the
It
audience.
definitely didn't seem
16
enthusiastic.
nanometer technology to build a 360 square millimeter chip with 7 billion transistors and a 384-bit wide memory bus.
they are
This is the
real
fastest
into
and
numbers
most
here.
Advanced processor
I mean-
to ever power a console.
You kind of expected
Our premium
this.
design means that every millimeter.
Yeah,
of
but-
every
Is that what the
component
investors
within the
wanna
console
hear?
is
Like,
architected
and-
for maximum
Like,
power
well, they
and
made a
efficiency.
huge deal out of the
Our
specs already,
aspirations
so
were
like
so
going
high,
over that is
an
probably
industry
just something they
standard
have to
approach
do.
just wasn't
And at
good
least they're getting
enough.
this out of the way
The
immediately, and then they
Scorpio
can get
engine
on
is
to so
like.
intense.
That for
Oh
the
my
first
God,
time
it's got
ever
a
on
state
console, we're
change
using a
cooling
liquid-cooled
system.
vapor chamber normally reserved for servers and high-end PC cards.
I don't know
An
who they're
engineer
marketing
on the
this to.
Xbox
I really
hardware
don't.
team invented a new
Well, that's kind
Sounds
of
like
the
they're just trying to
problem.
baffle people with numbers.
Because like at this point, if
Vape
you're,
chambers really get at the young demographic.
if you're going for like the high end, like this is going to be the greatest looking thing you've ever seen, and it's the most powerful thing ever, like PCs are that.
Now, it's easy to think all this technology and capability
There are no
will mean a
PCs.
bigger console.
This is the Xbox thing.
But again, we wanted more.
But they're
Not
going
only
back
have
to
we
a
built the
giant
most
Xbox.
powerful
That would be
console
cool.
Ever. Xbox One X is the smallest Xbox
Aw.
ever.
Boring.
Yay!
Immediately let down.
This
Yeah,
is
I
the
was like,
system
I mean-
oh, are
that
they going to say
allows
it's
us
going to run
go,
Windows or
and it has been a
something?
great
Or they're
honor
going to say it's the most
design
powerful
In fairness,
PC?
for you. I couldn't be
Having
more
owned an
proud of our
Xbox, an
team,
Xbox
and I hope
360,
you
and an
love it
Xbox
as
One,
much as we do.
they are
Now,
usually, other than the 360, some of the
let's see what
bulkiest
this monster
Yeah.
consoles I've ever had.
Exclusive.
No, I worked
So
in the
I'm-
Games Museum once. I had to carry around original Xboxes. I know.
Oh,
they're
God.
heavy.
Which one of these textures is 4K?
Yeah, point to the
The
4K.
Skybox.
You got to find the 4K texture. It's an alternate reality game.
It's there on the camel. Not all of them, just the one on the left.
The sequel to Africa.
It's the Xbox
Oh,
logo.
this is Forza.
The sequel to
Oh,
Africa.
Assassin's
Okay.
Creed? Nope. Wait, is
That
it?
was
What?
Mad Max 2.
But
Now we're back in racing.
It's a Forza game, I assume?
Forza is probably the best thing to show
It's-
off the 4K stuff because you can make it look really good without actually having to tax the hardware that much. So
But are they going to call it
there's not a whole
4K?
lot going on the screen in a Forza game.
But that's so typical of like showing off a new system with a racing game,
Yeah.
car game. Used to be Gran Turismo.
I wanted the
I mean, it looks nice.
wow,
the sequel to
they're driving so fast. They're changing the time of day.
How would you get a sequel to Africa? That was a PS4 game.
It doesn't matter. You can buy Africa. Wouldn't have to be actually the sequel to Africa. They could just call it Arabia and then like not pretend that it's part of that franchise or use that license.
That game.
Zarkon.
Like-
That's what I wanted the trailer to be. Just booties. That would be great.
Look at how good our console is.
Would you
at
believe it
showing
if I said I
tits.
brought those
Racing
people?
franchise. Dan
I brought the crowd. This is what we're here for.
guy looks familiar. Who is this?
In the automotive world,
Nope, don't know him.
are debuted
He looks like the guy who does the voice for Bob's Burgers, but he's not, obviously not.
Yeah, it's H. John Benjamin and Paul Giamatti having a baby, but don't worry about that right now.
Forza has become the
We're dads.
premier partner to the automotive industry.
I really should have learned how to drive
for
a
the
race
first
car.
time in history, a flagship
It is a very
Like that's just the thing
dad-centric
you could've
conference.
done.
world debut here at E3 in front of you.
Wait, what? Is this a car show now?
Oh, they're doing
They always do
we've
this.
got a
This
car.
year, we announced a 6-year partnership with Porsche to bring
Oh,
you
shit,
amazing
son.
experiences, both in game.
Is that
and
how
in
it's
person.
actually pronounced?
Porsche shares
Yes.
our vision for the future of racing and esports. And this car
I've
has
heard it
never
pronounced
been
Porsche and
seen
Porsche,
outside
but I
of the
believe
guarded
Porsche is
walls of
technically
Porsche.
correct.
That honor
It's probably
belongs to you
Porsche is the
exclusively.
corporate way of saying
Ladies
it, and they
gentlemen,
probably
may I
coached him on
present
that.
The 2018
It's
Porsche
pronounced
911
Porsche.
GT2 RS.
Porsche. You gotta have your pinky up when you say it too.
Yay!
That's a car. Oh, that's spoiler.
Well,
It's the Car X though, so it's the
That's
Porsche.
a big
X.
spoiler warning there.
Aggressive expression of Porsche's legendary design. It features
Could put a
the most
buffet on
powerful
that thing.
road-going 911 engine ever made.
You
Like
could
the
put a
Xbox
me on
One
that
X,
thing.
It's a monster. And with over 4.8 million
You could put a better
active
paint
players
job on that
across
thing.
Xbox and Windows 10.
You know, what's
Forza
frustrating
is
is
one of the largest racing
having
communities
just played
on
through a
the
little bit
planet.
of Horizon
Made this historic
Australia, whatever,
possible.
4. Or, I can't remember what
Through your
Horizon we're on.
passion for racing, the
I'm still
digital
amazed how
world
pretty that
will
game
convert
looks,
you
so I'm
into
struggling
the
to find a
best
reason to
end
spend a
way.
lot of money to make an even
So now,
prettier
let's
Forza.
Horizon
look
is the
at the Porsche
arcadey
911
version,
GT2
right?
RS in Forza
Well,
Motorsport 7 running
I hesitate to call it arcadey, but it's the open world that has objectives you can find, and it's more of a party,
That was one to
fun.
play anywhere.
I'm Shannon McIntosh, professional race car driver.
Yeah, I
and
have it on
Forza
the
driving
Xbox
coach.
One and the PC.
I'll be pushing the GT2 RS.
I
I
think
guess
it would
it's
be
more
really
arcadey
funny.
because they had that
And
Hot Wheels
Darwin
DLC.
I'm kind of waiting for that
Whoa,
car
are they
to just
twins?
disappear and then to go, and that car was rendered entirely on the Xbox One X.
We start with Shannon,
We fooled
they?
in her
you.
customized driver on Dubai. Using the power of Xbox One X, Forza Motorsport 7 runs at a native 4K and a rock-solid 60 frames per second. And we have the additional
just
power to
imagining the
deliver
chugging I'm seeing.
shocking levels of detail. Using
What is a
super
mix
high-res
pot?
resolution
And where
assets,
can I get me
we've
one of those?
recreated the intense feel of one of the greatest driving
Sounds like a
roads in the
crock
world
spot or
with the
crock pot that
Beagle
has a mixer
Mountain
baked
Pass.
into it.
Does Forza do anything with like actual car damage and deformation? Or is that like we've got all the lights and stuff, so they won't let us do that?
You have limited deformation and damage. You can turn it on, but you're not going to see a ton of visual stuff.
So that's another
but
thing.
you can sim the right. Yeah, you're not going to have dynamically bending metal or whatever.
We've made racing more epic and grand. Racing in living
You also can turn it on and
environments
off. I don't remember
spectacular
whether it's on or off by
vistas
default,
and
but
massive scale. You can see we've made racing more dynamic and surprising. Dynamic puddles grow as the
I mean,
storm
it looks really
unleashes
pretty.
fury.
I'm not complaining.
It's more thrilling
And I bet in 4K, like, part of the problem is this only really would be really mind-blowing in 4K, and we're all watching a stream, or worse, a stream of a stream.
Yeah.
It's more
So,
beautiful and alive. Dark skies open up.
I
and
gotta
shade
say that I
as the sun
appreciate the level of
emerges from the
buzzwords that
clouds
this guy is
for a
throwing at us
breathtaking finish.
to convince people that this is somehow more racing than all the other racing they've raced before.
My favorite one is dynamic. Like, what does that actually
Racing
mean?
is reborn.
They've made
in
racing
Forza.
more dynamic because
Whether
there's
running
puddles on the road.
On the Xbox One family of consoles or Windows 10 PCs, Forza Motorsport 7 is the most technically advanced.
so Windows 10
and
PCs gets a name
comprehensive
drop, which implies
racing
they're
games
still not
ever
really
made.
dedicated to giving
With more than
dedicated
700
games to these
That's the
boxes.
thing,
Which,
like,
the largest
what is
collection
what is the
of
place for the
Lamborghinis,
Xbox right
Ferraris,
now if you can
and
buy
Porsches
games on the
ever
Xbox and
assembled.
just play them on your PC?
Today, you were the first people to see the 2018 Porsche
To put
911
them in your living room?
GT2 RS. And this week
Yeah, but,
at E3,
I mean,
like
I guess.
me, you can be the first
but if
to
that's
drive
your
it.
audience, people that really want to
So
play
come experience
Forza
the
on your
most
TV
powerful road-going
in 4K,
911 ever made
but
on the
don't want to do
Xbox
it on
One
a
X,
in your
the
on
most
in front of your
powerful
computer at a
console
desk.
ever made.
I don't know how you're
Forza
going to sell a ton of
Motorsport
these
7.
things.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's even worse if
I mean,
the
it's always been
price
that thing
point
where
is $500 like it's been rumored.
Wait, aren't they gonna demo?
you're always
the
going to
racing?
get the people that can't build their own PC or don't know how.
Sure.
Play a
Yeah.
ton of Forza Motorsport
Although that's
7
always
when
getting
it ships
easier,
on
and you've
October
got
3rd.
more and more services
And when
that are just like, we'll
Xbox
make
One
a PC
X
for
launches,
you, and
we will all get to
manufacturers like
experience Forza
Alienware
Motorsport 7
have gotten off their
in
ass and
true
started
4K
making decent
at 60
PCs
frames per
for
second.
decent prices.
Today,
You can even
we're
get
going to
decent
showcase
prefabs
the world's
nowadays.
greatest creators with a lineup
look
of different
garbage.
types of games for every type of gamer. It is the largest and I believe the most diverse lineup of games that we've ever shown on
But
our
don't hold me
Xbox
to that.
E3 stage.
I
Games
believe
from
he's got an
creators
out.
large and small, games that inspire and challenge us, games that transport us to new
That
worlds
name,
and offer us
Xbox
new
One
perspectives.
X.
And games that push the
I-
boundary
like,
of our art
what?
form.
Why were they
Today,
taking
we will
advice
feature
from the
42
Nintendo school of
games
naming
here on our
things,
stage,
especially since Nintendo stopped doing that?
including 22 games with console exclusivity on Xbox One.
20?
22, I think they said. That'll be interesting.
Every one of these games will
Well,
play great on
what does
each
that
member
mean?
of the Xbox One family.
Like-
Well, that it's
but
not
of
coming on
course,
22 games
PS4.
they'll
I
never get to
guess.
play.
best
Right,
on Xbox
but timed
One X.
exclusive, and are they big games, or are they like?
Probably
Are we gonna see a
not.
lot more Tomb
It's a
Raiders,
game
or are we
from
gonna
a
see a lot
creative
more
team
indie
that
games
built
with
their
limited?
franchise on Xbox.
I mean, like, if
In
Microsoft really seriously
2010,
wants
4A Games
to
worked with us to
take
launch
on
a
Sony
single-player
again,
masterpiece
like, I think something
that
they
I
need to
played
do
on
is
Xbox
fix that.
360.
Like, Sony
Now,
has so
I'm
many
honored to bring them
more
back
interesting
with the
exclusives than
premiere
they
of their
do.
next work,
Like,
running
Sony has
in
Uncharted,
engine
Sony has
in
The Last
true
of Us,
4K.
Sony has Horizon Zero Dawn, Microsoft has Gears.
I'd love to see Crimson Skies make a return, but that's because I'm weird and I played the original on PC.
This is a new
The
Metro
original
game.
Crimson
Division?
Skies is fucking great.
This
I
looks
just
like
hope it's
Metro.
not
Reminds
another
me of
Division.
This is definitely Metro.
It's pretty.
This is absolutely Metro. Are
Well,
they
it's
just
at
bringing
4K.
Last Light over?
This guy's going to shoot 4K bullets at the 4K monsters, and it'll be a 4K.
Is this what Last Light looked like?
Yeah. I thought they had this on the Xbox One already. Unless this is an actual new Metro game.
I thought you played it.
Well, it's been a couple years. I don't remember all the levels, but this does look a lot like Last Light.
Oh no, it definitely looks like Metro.
Yeah.
So I guess this isn't a console exclusive, because they just said it was coming to Windows 10.
It said world premiere.
Well, they use exclusive weirdly, because exclusive to them just means not the other consoles.
That looks somewhat different from anything I remember in Last Light.
No, that's because it was in 4K, Josh. You need to upgrade your
That's right,
remembering
that's
in
it.
4K, and you remember it right.
You know, I wish they would lean harder into the scary shooterness of Metro. Like they do a little bit, but
2033 probably did more than Last Light. Although Last Light did have some sequences that were pretty spooky.
I just feel like it's a good like successor to Fear, where Fear was a good action
Yeah.
slash horror shooter.
And to an extent, it's a not really a successor to the Stalker games, but it's like similar to it in theme and setting.
I'd love an open world Stalker reboot. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Was he taking off his gas mask outside? I thought that was sort of opposed to what
That's-
he wanted to do in Metro.
Maybe this
Ooh,
is
it
in
is
the
open world.
future when...
Holy crap.
Yeah, okay. What if this is a Stalker game and not Metro? I mean, I heard the Metro
That would be
theme,
cool.
So, like, it's probably definitely Metro, but...
Stalker also ran that line between horror and action really well. So I'm curious if Microsoft backed funding for this, because that'd be an interesting this is the sort of game they need to really push both the Windows Store and the Xbox
really.
brand in general.
Did they say this was exclusive? Like, they didn't say all the games they were showing were exclusive. They showed some of them, and this
That's
said
true.
like
This
world
is the-
premiere.
this is the premiere.
Yeah.
They said in the text at the bottom that it was exclusive Windows 10 and Xbox.
Okay.
Which might be timed exclusive, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they'd go.
So-
Well, if it's Windows 10 and Xbox exclusive, I don't think they'd put this on Steam.
It's all leaves.
What do you think's behind him?
Did Tomb Raider ever come out on Steam? I feel like it did.
Yeah, it came out a couple months after. Yeah, so it was like January, February, and it came out in November the earlier year. Xbox One.
So Metro is a Fallout game, not the worst thing in the world. I wonder how you're going to handle a lot of the spooky stuff, and not make it just Deathclaw fighting the video game.
Yeah.
But I don't know how scripted this is. This looks really scripted.
This whole thing was scripted.
Well, obviously, but like the tripping monsters, I don't think is a mechanic off the cliff. I would be impressed if it were.
This is the one game that you could do, like, that they're announcing as, oh, this is an open world game now, and I'm okay with that. Just because Stalker was a really interesting thing that I'd love to see get another take on, and Metro is a great way to do that. Still looks like it's set in Russia. Looks like this must be, like, in the future from the other games. Yep, Metro. Where I guess you can
just straight
breathe
up
outside.
Metro
Exodus.
what? Exodus. Okay, cool.
Metronus.
Well, that was
One of
kind
the
of
best
neat.
things we've probably seen yet today, this
Yeah.
week, in the last 2 days.
We are the first.
Assassin's Creed.
Civilization 7.
Yeah.
You want to put Civilization
This
7
got
on
all
the
leaked,
Xbox?
though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did it? Is this Assassin's Creed?
To tame their beast.
I mean, I guess the eagle kind of gives it away.
Egyptian Assassin's Creed was leaked several times, actually.
From evil.
But... So this would predate the original Assassin's Creed, right?
Yeah, the original Assassin's Creed was during the Crusades.
Probably.
This land.
So by several hundred years.
By several thousand, probably. If this is like time of the pyramids being built. We're talking like 2500 BC. Or yeah, 2500 BC.
So is this? Oh my! Is this going to be an origin of the Piece of Eden or whatever?
I don't know.
Origin of the Templars.
I dig it though.
Or Origin of the Assassin's Brotherhood.
You think they'll just call it Assassin's Creed Origins?
I feel the same way about Assassin's Creed that I feel about Battlefront. Show me that you have fixed the mechanics, and I will be interested in your game.
Yeah.
They
They took a year off.
Is that a person of
Much-
color that's the main character?
Well,
I mean,
they're Egyptians.
Egypt, I would. Yeah, I was gonna say I would hope there wouldn't be too many white folk.
It's games.
Seen a lot of them already, so.
Well, there you go.
The original brother.
That doesn't seem like something that would happen. Yep, Assassin's Creed Origins, I got it!
Called shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, was that a Naga?
I don't think Naga.
Or just your garden variety giant snake. That's what is in Assassin's Creed.
Ancient Egypt is the birthplace of modern civilization.
Not really.
And it is also
no.
the birthplace of the Assassin's Brotherhood.
Citation
Also not
me.
true,
Assassin's
but
Creed Origins is taking you to the
The
first
Assassin's
stage
Brotherhood
of
doesn't exist,
fantastic gaming
Glitch.
adventure.
Sorry to break it to you.
Egypt.
yeah, well,
3,000
I'm
years
just
of
correcting him.
history and
Yes, of
mystery
course.
At the tip of your
They don't
fingers.
actually exist. That would be silly.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
I mean,
is
I
also
play
the story
Assassin's
of
Creed the
one
same way
man.
I play Call of Duty
Bayek.
multiplayer maps and,
Bayek is the last
frankly, the way I
Magi,
play Battlefront.
the protector
I like
of
walking
his
around in
community.
the really lived-in environments and
sheriff,
feeling the
if you
sense
like.
of place. And then I go to play the
And he
game, and it's just
struggled
crappy stealth
against the
missions
dark
and stabbing
forces that
people, and I get
corrupt
sad.
ancient Egypt will lead
I love
the
the
salvation
idea that
of the Assassin's Brotherhood.
I love the idea that Assassin's Creed, the Assassins really are real and actually a secret society, and somebody just like onto them, and they're like, oh shit, how do we cover this up? We'll make a video game. Nobody will believe it. Everyone thinks it's just a video game.
Well, they've stopped sort of the weird abstergo, pseudo, self-aware
I kind of hope
commentary.
this
mostly.
doesn't have any of the modern day stuff, and it is just straight up play as the protagonist in Egypt, and that's it.
Just for you, Bayek
Like,
is
I kind of
coming
hope they
back
dump
to
that whole
Siwa,
thing.
His hometown.
They never had a plan for it. Like, it was always just like breadcrumbs to a... It was like Lost. It was breadcrumbs to a conclusion that never went anywhere.
This won't be exclusive to the Xbox One. Like, I can't imagine that.
I appreciate that they're gonna cut
There's
out
no
the
way.
endless hours of walking around and redoing the same missions for this little bit of footage.
It's a really pretty
There's a
outer
copious amount of
Eagle.
camel racing in
What's
this
up
game.
with
I
all
don't know
the
what I'm gonna do.
mountains right next to the pyramids of Giza? That's not accurate.
Wait. Alex, they're camel racing? I want camel racing.
Yeah, that's what I need.
There better be camel racing.
No, he's
That's
on a
what we
horse now.
need.
What the hell?
Can you bet on camel
Horses
racing?
are just for riding.
So you can buy like jobs or buy businesses in town to get more money to buy upgrades.
The sacred oasis.
Oh, thanks for letting us know. Totally a normal thing to say to yourself on horseback. Ah, yes. My city, my home.
This has been what I've been
It's-
wanting
it's-
Assassin's Creed to do for, like, since Assassin's Creed, is to go back farther instead of, like, go further and you get more into, like, Europe and boring stuff that everybody's heard of already.
What was that game we played? Cradle of Civilization or whatever that had to get
Yeah,
renamed
yeah,
because they were afraid of being sued?
Free Civilization Egypt, which then changed its name to,
Oh, we're stealing mechanics from Far Cry.
Birds are still very in.
So are bows.
Battlefield 1.
Metro did it. Metro did bows.
Yeah. I don't think Last Light had, like, a crossbow or anything, so that was...
There you are.
This makes scouting out targets slightly easier.
I'm hoping they do some more of like the stuff they did in Assassin's Creed 1 and then just kind of abandoned, which was like
Now it is my time.
less scripted, like just go here and kill this person thing, and more like, here's your target, you got to figure out what their pattern is and like how to assassinate them. Do something a little bit more Hitman-esque with the assassinations.
Where the original side missions actually gave you information.
Yeah, yeah. The problem with the original side missions in Assassin's Creed 1 is that there were just 4 of them, and you just do those over and over again. Which is why nobody liked them and they didn't keep doing that, but obviously they could do a better take on that now.
Better be careful here.
They could.
You are totally camouflaged right there, yep.
You are totally visible.
It was back in the day. People didn't see as well as they do now.
Yeah, they didn't have sunglasses.
That was a very careful throw.
Like glasses.
Good thing nobody made any noise. Did he just loot?
Oh no, gear! Gear!
A
The
legendary
last
Creed's a
couple
loot
of
game.
Assassin's Creeds have gear too.
Did they have
Wait,
loot-based
poison?
gear? I don't think they had like...
Is he gonna poison?
Yeah,
a
they
dead
didn't have
body?
like... I don't think they had like
It's very
legendary
witchery.
slash...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is too dangerous. We'll pass for now.
This is so strange.
Or Destiny.
So how long do you think you can use like Ubisoft bucks to buy a crate full of random weapons that may or may not be better than what you got?
Minus 10 days before the game launches.
This looks a lot like Horizon, actually,
Yeah, it does.
which is not bad.
I've yet to see combat as good as Horizon's.
Sure. But I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Level
And the-
up.
Oh look, a skill tree.
A skill tree?
Definitely looks more
They're
Horizon
going
now,
full RPG
yeah.
with this.
Yeah. I don't really have a problem with that. If they can make it a little less, fill in the blanks, do the checklist.
Assassin's
like
Creed
Far
needed
Cry.
Assassin's Creed needed a mechanical refresh, but I'm not sure if Far Cry slash Horizon is the mechanical change
this
they
is
needed.
Dark Souls combat, not Assassin's Creed. What is this?
Yes, it is. This is interesting. This is
Okay.
better combat. Shields to parry.
Yeah.
Better combat that if you're good at assassinating, you should get in very little, which is kind of a strange thing.
So here's my problem, I guess. This looks like it. Oh my god, an arrow you can control.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, my
Yes,
point
the
is,
water level.
this looks like it plays way better, but has almost no identity of its own. It is Far Cry slash Horizon Zero Dawn meets Dark Souls combat.
I don't care.
Which is probably better than what Assassin's Creed had.
Right, exactly.
And it's
always
also what
believed the
Admiral
power of
Wash in
games
comments
to unite
says. They're
us
literally
all.
ripping off
Today,
several other more
communities of
successful games
gamers
instead
not
of
only
just
play
fixing their own
together,
mechanics.
they create together.
I don't know
and
if
watch
those
together.
mechanics were worth fixing
A whole
at this
new genre
point.
of games has emerged, designed for both the
I mean,
player
I'd love to see a game
now
that.
you just get this pastiche
and with
of...
Mixer,
Sorry,
we're
Chris, go
innovating new features. to
No,
make
I was
this
agreeing. I think
experience
it's a pastiche of
even
random
better.
other crap, and I'd love to see them like
special.
make the
Of all the
climbing
games
mechanics
in this
interesting
genre,
again. Like they have the
here's one
animation
that the
tools,
world
but it's
is
still just
having
holding
as much
A
fun
and a
watching
direction
as they are
instead of
playing.
making climbing
And I
interesting.
can tell you that includes many of us at Team Xbox.
Wait, is this
Or,
like
Stealth.
another
The
live streaming
creative director
service?
of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds
Yep.
is a gamer turned developer.
Oh dear, are
who
they bringing
designed
PlayerUnknown's
this game
Battlegrounds?
together
Are
with
they
a
playing
passionate
PlayerUnknown
community.
out here?
Please welcome.
Well, he won't be unknown if you
Now,
bring him on
how
stage.
Now we're gonna know
Oh my
him.
god, they told
I'm not
him
ready
they
for
told
this.
us his
No, his
name!
name! No! The mythos is broken!
Thanks, Phil. Good afternoon, everyone. PlayerUnknown's
Okay, that's a
Battlegrounds
badass shirt,
is
though.
a
Yeah.
multiplayer battle royale where you
Yeah.
must fight
Hey,
against
a real
100 other
shirt.
players to be the last one standing. Our team's focus is
I'm
to
gonna
bring the most
play
complete battle royale
Assassin's
experience ever
Creed
to
just
console
for the
and deliver
Egypt
a great
stuff, though.
experience across all Xbox One devices. Our development
Oh, it looks
is
like
truly
a
community
pretty
driven,
fun
and
game.
we owe much of our success
Just also
to
a
everyone
weird
who's given us
pastiche of game
feedback
mechanics
over
that
the
has
past
little
year.
relation to Assassin's
With
Creed as
over
we know
3
it.
million PC players to date, we can't wait to bring PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
I mean, now they're gonna have to call it
exclusively to
PlayerUnknown's
Xbox One later this year.
Interesting.
With an update.
We're gonna take
for
this
Xbox
game that's
One
already
to
somewhere else
before
and make it
shipping
exclusive.
with the
They've
final
been
version.
saying that they were going to do
See you on the
console
Battlegrounds,
versions for a
everyone.
while now, but this is news. Like, they did not say they were going to do exclusive to Xbox.
Console launch
console launch
exclusive.
Does that mean it's coming out with the Xbox One X, or does that mean it'll launch it
I guess.
for a while and it's a timed
Are they
exclusive?
gonna update all the textures to 4K?
I'm
This
really
is the most
curious.
interested I've been because now I get to see new Battleground stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this
Possibly.
This is the
I
best
just want to see a
part.
new map. Give me a new map.
Anybody who's played this game would know this would never happen. There'd be never be
I know,
that
I was
many
just
people
gonna
around.
say,
Yeah,
I'm like, I want that experience.
Yeah,
No,
when
this
do I
isn't-
get to run into
no, this
4 other
isn't
groups
that.
at the same time?
Oh, I thought those guys were fighting each other.
Molotovs
What?
aren't that useful.
Molotovs!
Why would you do that? Why would you walk through the Molotov and leave the building? Come
Why
on.
would you have a ghillie suit on a roof? Why are you on a roof with a ghillie suit? Get on the ground with the ghillie suit. Nobody in this trailer knows how to play this game. You don't chase people in cars. That's a bad idea.
I want to be the people that are on the server while the people are trying to shoot the commercial, and you're just watching this insane shit happen where these groups know each other and they're trying to shoot this commercial, and you're wondering what the hell's going on.
They didn't run over a lawn
guess
chair
I'm
and
winning.
explode. This is unrealistic.
I'm really curious
The
about
only
how this
realistic
game will
part about
play
this so
on
far
Xbox.
is that plane didn't have anything around it, and that's true in the real game.
Yeah.
Ain't shit around there.
The game looks
So
a
I just saw
little
6
better.
people driving together. Does that mean we're gonna get 6-player teams now? Please say
They've
yes.
said they were gonna add more team stuff. I think, like a bigger team option. Oh yeah,
I want
melee
bigger
weapons
teams.
working.
Yeah,
That
whatever.
never happens. Okay, that is something you might
He
see
goofed him up
actually
real good.
happen in a game.
Exclusive.
I swear to God, that's Steve Blum.
Dun dun dun.
I think you're right.
What is
Wonder how much they
this?
paid him for that little line.
You're a bunch of
This looks interesting.
dwarf astronaut marines.
This looks like Astroneer.
It looks
Yeah,
better than
Also,
Astroneer.
Dwarf Warriors.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm definitely interested in this, whatever it is. This looks neat.
So you can dig even deeper tunnels for Josh to fall into.
Stop spoiling it. I mean, I'm totally not gonna hat. That would be rude.
Suddenly we're looking at aliens.
Don't waste your ammunition.
Is this literally dwarf space marines?
Yep.
I don't have a
Oh,
problem
that's
with
an
that.
unfortunate
I don't have
title.
a problem with that.
Exclusive.
Stay frosty.
What was the title? I missed the title.
Deep something.
Deep Rock.
Yes.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, nice. They knew what they were doing.
Is this that zombie game?
Which one?
I know which one you're talking
They
about. I
did
can't
one
think of it.
last year at E3.
The one with the like
The one where
tons
he was
and
running
tons
on
and
the
tons
crane?
of zombies. Yeah.
Was that even an Xbox thing?
All the comforts,
I can't
Yes.
remember. That may have been a
simple
PS4 game.
pleasures you took for granted.
The one I'm
We-
thinking of was an Xbox game. I can't think of the name of it though.
We haven't heard from it since last E3, so I don't know.
State of Decay. Thank
These
you,
Fallout
Spyro.
assets.
Oh, State of Decay. Okay, no, that's different.
That's what I was
Left
thinking.
4 Dead 3.
I wish.
Left for Deader.
The army's pulling out.
State of Decay is
Dead
really
Rising
interesting,
4.
or at least the original State of Decay was interesting. I'd love to see a more expanded version of that. It was basically trying to systemize a lot of the social aspects of games like The Walking Dead, and it was really cool. I don't know if it succeeded per se, but it was certainly more interesting than a game about just shooting zombies.
I never played it.
Last truck. Get in.
I think it's still up on Steam. I'd recommend it. Although you might want to wait if this is in fact that.
Yeah. I'm having a dance party with
Basically,
my
there's-
zombie
A lot of
friends.
people surrounded by zombies just
There-
being
there's-
very casual about it.
There's morale mechanics and there's
You
for,
decide who belongs.
And now they're killing her. Oh god,
Two.
they're killing her. Oh.
no.
I like how she's down to one zombie
Her
and the
face.
crew rolls up with guns ready and shoots them all. It's like, so I had it just fine.
But yeah, all of these mechanics: choosing where to call home, building your base, getting stuff, making morale choices about how to keep people happy, exiling people that don't fit and kicking them out.
Putting the
It's an interesting game.
for some
To
reason.
defend it
Interesting.
from the terror.
Like there's safety in numbers, but the more people you have, the more difficult it is to feed everybody and keep everybody happy. So you have to like really work at building your base up big enough to support that many people, which requires going out on resource runs, and it's a cool game.
I've always been interested in a zombie game that would do
risks
that,
will
and
you
I've
take?
never played one that actually did that
What
well.
mistakes? will you
I
make?
don't know if it succeeds, or at least the early version that's out on Steam. I don't know if it succeeds at it, but it certainly makes a valiant effort, and I like its effort.
End the life
If that is what this is.
or save it.
Please.
This is our only
But yeah,
way.
sometimes you have
We
to
need everybody we've got.
Wow.
make a
This girl's not
decision.
getting a break.
Did I just see the frame rate hitch there?
Yup.
Yeah.
Could be the stream?
You would hope, because this is
It
like
looked like the frame rate in the
recorded
game.
trailer. You remember the Uncharted 4
long
demo
trailer.
last year where they were doing a live demo and it just didn't start?
I think it
Remember-
seems like a
remember that.
long trailer because they're not showing anything. Like it's been the same
State of Decay
stuff.
2.
Yeah, that makes sense. State of Decay was a
Oh.
oh wow.
Nice.
Those are definitely
Leaving out the best
Oh,
parts,
geez.
Boomer!
To carry on.
Wait. Wasn't she the one who just died?
Yeah,
No,
I
she
thought
got
so,
she
too.
got no,
Right,
she didn't die.
but
She got a
wasn't the one
medical
that got
thing.
picked
I
up?
thought she was the one who just got ripped apart.
Yeah.
Maybe whoever runs this person's State of Decay world has everyone wear the same thing. My question is, how do they all get the same stupid face?
They're clones.
I mean, it looks like State of Decay, but if they fix some of the back-end systems, that could be really, really cool. I like State of Decay a lot. I don't know why it needs to be a Microsoft exclusive, but, you know, funding.
Well, it needs to be a Microsoft exclusive because Microsoft needs exclusives desperately.
State of 2K.
Exclusive.
4K.
Oh, that's going to be the sequel to
2K, the 4K-ing.
Scavengers.
Oh, look, more survival.
Is this Fortnite?
It's a
No,
Pixar
that's
movie.
It's a Pixar survival movie with blood.
It's Don't Starve, but remade in 4K.
What?
2 players.
This is not Sea of Thieves. I would be way more excited about it if it was.
Is this a Hunger Games kind of thing?
Isn't that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
Yeah.
1 player remaining.
This is the Cyber Hunger.
Oh no! Oh no! Don't do that!
Oh no! What is this? What is that guy doing?
Oh god.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh no.
I've been waiting for this.
No.
I don't know what
Look
I'm
at all the
looking at.
Reaper players.
Who thought this was a good idea?
We went in on that sweet, sweet Overwatch money.
This looks more like MOBA-ish, more almost Battleborn.
Yeah, it's like Overwatch
back
meets
window.
Long Dark.
You can't get a... The polygon piece from earlier today is absolutely true. You can't just, like, ask people to give a shit about
I
your,
can't tell
your
what this guy's
game as
saying
conflict.
either.
It's been a while since someone's been embarrassed on the stage.
Yeah. The Darwin Project.
Tell us... Oh, God,
It's
and
kind
the
of an
name's
awful
awful.
Name.
Oh.
Already forgot
Is that it?
everything we
Oh,
just
they kicked
watched.
him out.
Minecraft, why we're already here?
Do you want to play Minecraft in 4K, you guys?
Also llamas.
CubeCraft Games? Is that the new name of the Minecraft studio?
I can't imagine that's the case.
I think this is, this is for the community marketplace. I think that's like a group of people who make games.
I wonder if that crossplay
Yeah,
will
so
be
these
just
are different
between
groups of
PC and...
people.
No? Crossplay with everybody, I guess. Are they allowed to have Minecraft models of the Switch in their E3 presentation?
Please welcome, from Mojang, brand director Lydia Winters.
Mojang?
I think that's how it's
Swedish.
Actually pronounced in Swedish, yeah.
Moja.
This
Really?
summer,
I've
millions
never
of
heard it pronounced
Minecraft
that way.
players will be able to play together on the
It was
device
great
of
when I
their
went to
choice
Sweden
for
because,
the
like,
first
I
time.
got off the airport, or I got off the airplane and went to the international concourse, and there was like all these pictures of people from Sweden that got famous, and I was like, there's one person on this list that has both followed me and blocked me on Twitter, and it's the same person.
As part of this
Why
effort, we're excited to
did
offer
Notch follow you on
skins, maps,
on
textures, and
Twitter?
massive
Why?
community-run
Because he liked my
servers
videos till he went
into the
apeshit.
game itself. Because we know that the amazing content you
adding
create
community-run
makes
servers to
Minecraft
the
even better.
Console version of
This
Minecraft?
fall, Minecraft will receive
The
a
Windows
free
10?
4K
Interesting.
update that brings more graphical options to the game.
Oh, 4K!
But we didn't stop there.
Because, like, before they just had, like,
With all this
peer-to-peer,
talk about
like,
graphics,
hey, come join my
we're
world,
taking
didn't they?
things one step further. Today,
I believe
we're
you're
revealing
correct.
a new look for Minecraft. That we're
Does it
super
really
duper
matter that
excited
Minecraft
for
is in
you to try
4K?
We're
out.
unveiling a new look
One
for
that's inspired by
Minecraft.
the
Cut
power of
to
Xbox One
Crisis.
X and available this fall.
Oh God.
Let's check
We
it out.
up-risked everything.
Orbs.
Christ, they did. Oh Christ, they did.
This looks mostly like water models and
Yeah.
lighting models and shaders, but still,
We've been able to do this on
it
the
does
PC
not
for
fit
a
the
while.
look.
Well, and water models.
I don't hate it actually. It looks okay.
It looks
It's
fine.
still
It's just
Minecraft,
bizarre.
a
Yeah.
really old game that isn't relevant longer, at least not.
No. Minecraft is super relevant. Minecraft is still huge.
Yeah, it is. In fact, I'm probably gonna
This
buy
is like
Minecraft
Like,
the
it's
on
mostly-
game
Switch
children
before I
play.
go.
Yeah, it's
House.
huge on. It's more huge for kids than it is for hardcore adult gamers, but
Yeah.
it is still huge with kids. Like, absolutely huge.
That lighting engine
Whenever
is
I go
pretty
to
ridiculous.
Family parties, I just play Minecraft with my nieces who have it on like 3 tablets.
Minecraft in 4K.
And that's
When
been
the
going on for
Minecraft
like 4
team
years
showed
now.
me the first version of the game in 4K.
Yeah, this is a game you
I
could
was
buy your
blown
kids,
away.
and this is the only
Mojang
game
is
you
a
would ever
great
need to buy,
example of a
basically.
studio that started something new and different.
Cheaper than
that
Lego.
led to a global phenomenon. At Xbox, we're searching for games that are fresh, new, and in some cases familiar.
So here's Call of
That
Duty.
means ensuring that the biggest third-party franchises you want to play are there for you on Xbox One.
You
Of
might be
course,
right.
You'll find these great games in the Xbox Store, available for pre-order today.
You can pre-order
Yay!
Xbox One games
Hooray! I'm
from
so
the
excited.
Xbox
You can
Store.
already buy the
Franchise is
video
just one
games.
part of the job. Delivering broad, diverse, and new games to Xbox means searching to find unique games from creators.
You know, I will
around
say
the world.
they've yet to really deliver too much in the diverse category.
Yeah.
In terms of like mechanically, it's been a lot of shooters and
Just that.
sequels.
Starting
Which
with the
some of them
game
have
I
looked
got
really
to play
good,
on a
but
recent trip to Japan. It's
And only
hilarious,
one
a little
blockbuster, really, if you
crazy,
just think about it in
and
the
a whole lot
context of
fun. Let's
Minecraft.
take a look at it.
World premiere.
Something from Japan, he said. What is this?
Dragon
Xenoverse?
Ball Z.
Oh no, they're doing another Dragon Ball Z fighting game. I heard about this.
Excellent.
Another Budokai?
It's probably not going to be a Budokai, but it'll be that kind of
you
thing
know-
instead of Xenoverse.
I have to say, it is amazing how close we have now gotten to Akira Toriyama's work in 3D. Like,
Yeah. This looks significantly
looks
better than
pretty
Super,
stunning.
actually.
Yeah,
Oh
this
my
looks
God, that looks-
great.
this looks like the show.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the movies. The show is a bit more grimy.
It looks like how we'd like to remember the show.
Oh no, the stream couldn't handle. I dig it.
I'm having trouble figuring out which, if anything, are 2D cutscenes and which are 3D.
This
Yeah.
almost looks like sprites, doesn't it?
Yeah, but most of it is 3D.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball FighterZ. Okay.
They ran out of interesting names, but the game still looks very cool.
That's not going to be
Exclusive.
exclusive either.
So Steve Bloom,
Oh.
I swear to God.
Steve Bloom is now exclusive to the Xbox One X. Sequel to
I mean, he's got a
Africa.
really
Another
good voice for
desert.
it. They're just accidentally replaying the Assassin's Creed trailer.
What is this?
Everything 2.
Everything 2 now in 4K. We resurrected Alan Watts and made him record more lectures for us.
They're still showing the BioWare IP in this conference, right?
Yeah.
I believe so, but I don't think this is that. Okay, there's giants and orcs.
What is this thing?
This looks like Black Desert.
Yeah, but we're
It
not getting a
is!
good look at the.
Got it!
Oh, is it?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I saw anime titties a mile away.
Okay, yep. Anime titties, alright.
Oh, is Black
That's
Desert
why I'm
a
here.
Korean thing?
A Korean MMO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, this looks like Black Desert.
I mean, it looks pretty.
Yeah, Black Desert
Yeah,
always
lots
looked
of
pretty.
Korean MMOs look pretty. But will it be fun?
It
I
is
haven't
not
seen
a fun
skill
game.
bar yet.
Yeah, it has some interesting ideas, but yeah, that's definitely Black
Is it
Desert.
like a grind fest or?
It's
Very much so.
I mean, yeah, it is maybe not as much of a grind fest as some Korean MMOs, but
Sure
You
we
buy
played
it for the
didn't we,
character
Josh?
creator.
yeah. I played the beta.
There's a lot of really cool, interesting stuff you can do in Black Desert. It's just, it takes a long time to do anything. Like, you can buy a house and customize
Yeah,
it.
you can run like caravans and stuff. Like interesting ideas.
Yeah, trade routes and businesses.
What?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Paris has seen better days.
Pixel art? Or is this like 3D? Oh, this is 3D.
This is definitely not pixel art.
It's really cool.
But it's doing like
Are
pixel
we gonna
art
turn the?
aesthetic.
Are we
Yeah,
gonna turn the like
definitely
Abe Odyssey
Oh shit!
This looks a lot
universe
like
into a?
the aesthetic from Diaries of a Spaceport Giant.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
This
is
is
gorgeous.
really much more gorgeous, obviously.
This has got my attention. Vaguely cyberpunk 3D pixel art has got my attention.
Yeah.
And a flying DeLorean.
Yes.
This is very much up my alley.
Yeah, I like it.
I dig it.
I will say they are doing a good job of selling the Windows Store to me right now.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, these are all games I want to play.
No, I want more of that.
Put in the Windows Store.
Why was the State of Decay trailer so long? I
This
want
is
more of
so
that.
much better
is
than
this-
the EA conference. Francis Van.
Why does this look familiar?
It doesn't look familiar to me.
I guess
No,
this is
it
their.
definitely does look familiar.
This is them running through their like smaller indie games.
Yeah.
But all of these look very much more up my alley than Forza 4 or whatever.
This looks cool.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
I'm in.
Can I play it with a Guitar Hero controller? Is my question.
I think you might have to.
Yeah, I agree with the crouch mode. The platformer, not my kind of thing.
It's the game the Beatles always wanted to make.
Coming when it's damn ready.
That's fair.
Wow, we really are just like, oh, we got some indie games. Throw up all the trailers.
Is this near?
Although
That's
this
how
is
they
more
usually do it,
expensive.
right?
No. Devil May Cry.
It looks
maybe?
near adjacent. I don't know.
Was this Valkyria Chronicles? Like, fantasy version? No.
No. It's got a similar-ish art style, but
It kind of looks like a platinum game.
yeah. Is this the new From Software game?
I can't imagine From Software doing anything with cute people ever.
Code Vein. Okay.
That's Bamco.
That's why I went to Valkyria
Scoured the
Chronicles.
globe meeting with creative artists and development teams, and I'm often surprised and humbled by their work. Whether it's a story that could only be born of a different land, or artistic design and storytelling that, in a single moment, can
Tentacles is
capture your
angry at us.
imagination and inspire. there is much to be learned by looking beyond borders. Our first party is also a place of innovation and creativity. Today, I'm excited to share with you an extended look at never-before-seen gameplay from Rare's shared world adventure, Sea of Thieves.
Yes!
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes!
Last
Oh
year.
yeah. How much have we heard
This,
about this? Since
this is
last
the only
week?
game I care about. I want this game to be good so badly. It looks fantastic. I'm all about it.
A new voyage far across the Sea of Thieves. Just you, the wide open world, and oh, well, it's not just you. She's here too. Oh, and this guy's here. But the point is, this is a shared world.
It
Right
could be
for
worse.
Exploring and raiding with your
It
fine
could
pirate
be
crew.
fake dialogue from everybody
Scurrying around,
playing
making
through a
themselves
thing as
useful.
if they're really
That's what
playing
we like to
something.
see.
Could be.
The world of
Could
Sea
do
of
it
Thieves
Ubisoft.
seethes with possibilities, with adventures skulking above and below the waves.
Oh, I
Oh,
read that
notice
as
that woman
ball
with the
and
banana in her
Decay,
hand?
and I was like, why is she so sad?
This is what pirates usually do, right? Just jump
Few
overboard.
things tempt a pirate
I don't
like
think
the
pirates
siren song
do
of a lootable shipwreck. Careful though.
anything
There
that
could be
pirates
anything.
actually did.
Literally, there could be anything. We haven't finished designing it
swim.
yet. Joking. That was a joke.
I don't know if most
sunken
pirates were
treasure.
capable
It's
of
like a
swimming,
pirate
actually.
performance bonus.
Yeah, it is the joke.
Probably not. I mean, in this game, if you die, you go to the boat of the damned and then pay him so that you don't die.
Every
So
player's
they're
decisions
going
and
for super
discoveries will
realism
be
here.
different.
Did
But
they
however
announce
you
a
plan on
release date?
seeking your fortune, it pays to be prepared.
Not yet. Hopefully
For gigantic
soon.
lumps of iron,
Like
these are
in
surprisingly
this
portable.
press conference right now.
Amazing workmanship. Anyway, better get them back on board while the coast is clear.
Wouldn't an iron
There's really no
cannonball
sense
be
in pushing your
rusted?
luck down here.
Well, they may have just sank this ship.
I like how
I
they
mean,
came
judging
to
by all
the
the
they,
Before the
they
shark
checked
comes
the
out of the
shipwreck
side.
just to get a
That is not
cannonball.
the beast you want to pick a fight with.
There it is.
Yes, it's possible to take on these toothy terrors of the deep, but you're not much used to your crew bitten in two.
So I started this thinking he was doing a pirate voice, and then I realized I think he's just Scottish.
Yep.
Are you saying there was no Scottish pirates?
No, there totally were,
Sometimes a
but
tactical retreat is perfectly acceptable. In the spirit of that legendary pirate captain, Pathetic Dave.
I just mistook a Scottish Baroque for like a Yar pirate voice, which I guess is terribly
For
offensive,
every
but
tense standoff, there's a moment of celebration or shared wonder.
Okay, that
But for
storm
now,
looks cool.
stow your hard-earned loot and enjoy the voyage.
The art style in this game is amazing.
It looks
I've
better
been
than I
following
remember
this
it
game
looking
and I've
last
seen a lot
time.
of it.
Devil's Ridge beneath the sands, the gold lies
well, now it's in
hidden
4K,
your
so
hand.
Fantastic.
Oh, that must
That's
be it.
typical. Oh look, here we are at Devil's Ridge.
I'm fine for any sort of fun little co-op game.
So
Like,
you
Yeah.
I'll
sail from the
play
heart of the
anything at
sea
this
to the
point.
Island shore, where you'll explore jungles and coves, cliff tops and caverns. Every region has its very own landmarks, and over time you'll uncover hidden
I
shortcuts,
make environments for
abandoned
fun, and
stashes,
sometimes I
and
look at
vistas
their
that'll steal your
concept art
grog-soaked
for
breath
inspiration.
away.
Because I like the way this game looks.
And yes,
Didn't realize you've been
sometimes
following
you'll
this game
encounter
so
people
closely.
who, for whatever reason, would like to blow
Oh
you
yeah,
into
this
little
is all I'm about.
That's
This is the
pirate.
only game I'm following at all. It's the only game I'm
Keep
even
that
vaguely
pistol
interested
primed,
in that I know
because you'll
about.
also face the roaming remains of those raiders
I
that
love
came before you,
multiplayer games and I
cut
love
short
pirate
in pursuit
games.
of
It's
their own
pretty much my
legends.
favorite thing ever.
But do you also love skeletons?
I love shooting skeletons.
the
He's got a
fighting
gun.
doesn't look so good, but
An afterlife of fighting and troublemaking until all your bits fall off.
I think that's
There are some videos where they do PvP that looks
Just
pretty
shove
awesome.
that banana in your face hole.
God damn these bananas.
Yep, that works. And look, he brought the riddle map. Seek the cursed
Like how
dwarf
you
where there is no sky. It lies in wait. for
Sup?
a light
I'm gonna agree with the comments and echo the idea that this game looks really fun until you start playing it with real people, randos online, who try to troll you and ruin your pirate experience.
Yeah, is this like
Well,
MMO,
it seems-
or is
But
it
then
just
they're
like
being real
our
pirates.
Looks like they've sniffed out that place
It's
where there is no sky.
open
Time to
world.
pool
I
your
think it's gonna be
resources
kind
as
of
you
like
plunge into
GTA
the unknown.
Online, maybe.
It would
They
be
call it
easy
a
to come
shared
across
world
in these
adventure,
claustrophobic
but
caves.
Right.
You don't want to wander off
I don't
track.
think it's like an MMO, but I
Lift
think that
across
there
the
will be
street,
other players that
and
you
you'll
can
have loads of people in
encounter.
the chat
Sort of
telling you
thing.
what to do anyway.
Yeah, this is probably not a game you want to play with random people. You just want to play with your friends.
Don't mind that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
you
probably
might run
nothing.
into other people
Just
that are
kids.
enemies, but like,
Aw,
my
he
crew
looks
would be
cute.
all friends. That's what I'm interested in.
Of course, the premier plunder isn't just lying around to be
They also do a lot of focusing on making
for likely
play fun,
locations, following your map,
and having people have
and
different
your
roles.
instincts to make light work of each new mystery.
Or you can just randomly held a lantern up and hey, you found it.
Lantern joke there. You're welcome. Anyway, step 11 paces northwest through the gloom. Dig my chest from its tomb. And with that, we're one step closer to payday. Then again, some of the loot in these parts has lain undisturbed for a long, long time. That has to be the spot. You can practically taste the treasure. Good call on the double duty shovel work too. That storm outside was nipping at your heels.
So why bananas as hell?
I don't know if that's
very nice.
Potassium's
Of course,
important.
the trouble with treasure, as a rule, is that the owners really like to hang on to it. If you've got your hands full, it's up to your crew to watch your back.
Seems like you could just walk away from them.
And while they're doing that, it's time for another strategic withdrawal with the loot.
I'm looking for places where your teammates can just screw you over and take the treasure, and I'm hoping there's no way for that to really happen.
Easy now.
That's very definitely gonna happen.
Don't stop, keep going.
Right, but how could that happen?
Next step is a doozy.
Like, say you have to accept this mission as a group, and everybody involved gets the treasure, or gets part of the treasure as long as you make it back to the ship.
Right, so what happens is, I don't know if they're going to show it in this trailer, but you have to take this loot and, like, sell it, and I assume that that's split between whoever was on the crew.
Now he puts it on the ground.
More like Boss and Becca.
Nice.
This looks cool. I kind of forgot about it after I didn't hear anything about it since last year.
It looks cool for like the first hour of play. But I don't know.
It'll depend a lot on like what they do with content, right?
You'll be able to turn a tidy
Combat looks really bad. That's my concern.
That's just the tiny matter of making it through this storm in one piece.
Is this going to be an online thing where other ships can like attack your ship? I
think that's the idea.
Yes. I think that's what's happening right now.
Good thing he bought that cannibal 7 chip.
God, the end of Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy was so bad.
Wait, the last movie was the end?
No, the end of the trilogy.
Yeah.
There are no other movies. The fourth and fifth movies are really Barbossa's story told from the perspective of Jack Sparrow, and they suck.
Well, there's your answer.
Oh, that's
Reporting.
cool. Okay.
I guess this works better than having a proper boarding mechanic.
She turned into green.
Yeah, that's the going to the ship of the damned thing I was talking about.
Yeah. Like how this crew is really bad at aiming.
And you can live yours however you want.
I wonder if there's going to be AI enemy ships in addition to other players.
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
Become a pirate
You want there to be, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't want it to
seems
only
like
be
a-
PvP.
Oops, you fucked up.
Boo, that's the only thing
And
the
they
crowd
were
should be
left.
clapping for.
Exclusive.
Okay.
Yes,
Wonder about
yes.
this game
This is
for
Tacoma.
forever.
Andy, Panthro, I agree 100%.
Tacoma's going to be really weird. I think it's going to remind me a lot of Prey, but also not.
Yeah.
Like, it's structurally a completely different game. There's no shooting, obviously. It's a... Oh, August
Hey,
2nd.
we
Wow,
have a
that's soon.
fucking release date!
Yes.
This is coming to Steam, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, I appreciate them giving me an early birthday gift.
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Oh no.
What is this?
Is
Is
that
this Bubsy?
Conker?
Please don't be Bubsy.
It's good.
Oh.
Is this Lucky?
It's Sonic.
Oh, is it fucking Lucky?
No.
What the hell's a Lucky? What are you talking about?
The VR Fox. The Lucky's Adventure. The
Oh, Palmer Lucky.
I could be wrong.
Lucky's Adventure thing? No.
Yeah. Well, it's not Conker, and it's not you know what?
Bubsy.
Bubsy.
Bubsy, yeah.
I don't remember seeing this ever before.
Yeah, this looks like something out of the 90s. And also something I've never seen before.
Yeah, cashing in on that rare revival.
Just a Banjo Kazooie.
Music is very Zelda-esque.
Those ghosts are super cute.
This really
Oh my
looks
God,
like
they
a
are.
game from the late 90s, early 2000s actually, like the lighting and everything.
I mean,
Psychonauts.
What's his name? Ukulele just showed us how maybe that's not a great thing.
Yeah.
But I miss these games. I miss them. I kind of want to pick up Ukulele, even though everyone has problems with it.
I don't have a lot of complaints about it. I mean, again,
It is Lucky's
Doesn't
Tale.
work
God
out,
damn it!
doesn't mean-
And they're
Oh,
burdened
it
with
is.
the name of the stupid internet meme shitlord like Palmer Lucky. God. Ugh. Sorry.
now you just made me
really
related
angry.
to that.
Yeah,
I wasn't
don't know if
thinking
many
about
people
that, and
are
now
gonna think about that.
It's named after him.
Yeah.
Because it was the.
Is
It
it?
was the.
Lucky
it was,
is just a word.
Yeah, but it
Nobody
was the
knows that
first
association
VR.
if you don't point it out.
But it was the first
Christ.
VR platformer that launched with the Oculus, and I'm just really bitter about it. And I just failed internet shitlord Palmer Lucky's an asshole.
I'm totally lost, but
Fucking
I
man.
agree, Chris.
Speaking of, he's there right now.
The end boss is Palmer Lucky.
We're fighting for rights to the name.
Exclusive.
Man, they just keep going.
Exclusive.
They really
Chris,
need people
Red
to
Sun
buy
asks,
Oh, is
how
this,
do you fail to be an internet shitlord?
Is this the by being Palmer Lucky? Is this the game that's based on 20s animation?
It looks like it might be, yeah.
Copy?
Yes, Cuphead.
Yep.
I really want to try this. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know how it plays,
It's going to be a
but
big part of it, but that could be enough.
But you see,
as
this
a
is
fan
really
of that
important
era
to
of
have
animation,
4K.
I really look forward to that game.
Ooh. Soon.
Exclusive.
Microsoft's
Is this going to be
Sumo
Crackdown?
Digital.
Yep.
Starring Terry Crews
Terry
as Commander
Crews?
Jax.
Ooh, wow.
Oh my god, is this Crackdown?
Yeah, it's in the bottom.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Oh my
Like
god.
me some Terry Crews.
Turning Crackdown
Oh
into
my god.
Can it please
turning
be an
Crackdown
FFP
into
game?
a pseudo
That's why we brought in
turning Crackdown into a pseudo Saints Row is very, very interesting.
Today, you throw grenades. Tomorrow, you'll be throwing cars.
Like,
Get dropping
if
bombs.
they have to be very careful about how they handle the tone, but this could be really cool.
Now it's time to get to work.
Because you could easily end up going over too far into the Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just lame. So you have to be careful. But if they're careful with it, this could be awesome.
Oh my god. This is a good use of the stage.
I dig
This
me
is also
some
a good
Terry
use of your
Crews.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's a given.
Yeah, ceiling orb.
I just need to jump all the time.
I mean, really, I've played that game as an orb collection game. I mean, and it makes sense, right? Because Saints Row 4 was largely informed by Crackdown, so it makes sense for Crackdown to sort of be informed by Saints Row 4.
Yeah.
It's true, but I also really enjoyed the sort of the precursor to Shadow of Mordor system, where you had a whole criminal organization that you had to take down bit by bit. That was very clever.
I'd love to see that come back. Yeah, you could merge both. There's no reason for us to not have both. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's true. Nope. I don't remember what people's problem with Crackdown 2 was. I remember it wasn't very good.
It was ugly, and it was just sort of not very distinct. It was a generic 90s style action game, which is the fear I have with this. Looking at it is like, I love the over-the-top Terry Crews, but you need an angle more than just it's Terry Crews.
Yeah. Like they stopped playing up the Terry Crews as soon as the trailer actually started. I wonder how much of how Terry Crews this game actually is.
Well, it said starring.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the protagonist, but if he's like your friend who betrays you and becomes the main villain, that'd be cool.
I mean, Oblivion was starring Patrick Stewart as Ty Perceptible, wherever it was, right?
Grandpa Pig.
So I'm assuming we're gonna get Anthem as our like big leaving you reveal.
Yeah.
Because we've got to be coming up on the end here. It's about an hour and 15.
They announced the teaser yesterday.
Can we do some more with all these games that are being shown for like 5 seconds?
Yeah, these look pretty cool.
Hey, the Fable card game.
Another.
That looks interesting. Observer looked really cool.
Yeah.
Rebelcraft maybe not so much, but Lords. Oh man. Some of these look really cool.
Dunk Lords. Yeah, how many of these are on PC? That's a question.
It stream freaked out. I saw it too.
Dark and light. Oh, this looks cool. Riverbound?
I hope it's multiplayer.
Oh, that looks cool. Shit.
Conan Exiles? That's on PC already.
It's another arc.
At Xbox, it's not.
So
just
is this like a
about
stealth
finding
PC
creative
conference that
artists.
just tells us how great the PC is right now?
It
kind of seems like it.
Helping shine a light on their work, making it easy for them to build and share their creations.
They didn't really explain.
That's why
Mixer
the
very
ID at
much.
Xbox program is so important to us. The team has released over 500 games on Xbox One and Windows 10 through the ID at Xbox program. And this is not just a milestone for the program and the independent developer community. It's a milestone for everyone who loves great games. I hope you're reminded today why it's so great to be a gamer on Xbox.
Which means Anthem.
Action, adventure, story, skill, surprise.
These
next few games bring it all together. Let's start with a game whose stylistic approach alone makes it something very special.
Exclusive.
Every time I see that logo, I think it's the people making Moon.
I'm really getting a
The dark is older than the light.
subliminal messaging vibe from that exclusive message every time I see it.
At last a day dawned, and we rose with this first light.
Huh.
But that light was a betrayal, only fleeting.
I love this sort of style in games.
In its wake, the night returned.
This looks
to
like,
claim us.
what's the last game I saw that used this art style?
Rhyme, I believe.
After
Similar
lifetime,
Rhyme had more.
the light grows
Rhyme was similar, but it had more faces. I was thinking actually of
Yeah, it did.
invulnerable.
Massive Chalice.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes,
That has
Massive
the
Chalice. That
people
game
with
was
no faces.
interesting. I liked that better than XCOM, so
We will live in the new light rather than just survive
I
in
mean,
the dark.
XCOM I had to actually edit the game files to get it to run when I bought it when it was new, so
End our wandering.
it already had that going against it. I was already pretty pissed at that game.
Oh, that's neat.
This looks fucking neat.
I want to see how it plays, but
yeah,
Ashen could be cool.
I hope
like
that
the
it
art
plays
style.
the same way it looks.
I mean,
I'd love to see a Obsidian game that looks like that.
World premiere.
Like characters that you can project your own facial expressions onto. This is is this Life is Strange?
It looks like
Yeah.
very
Might be
similar.
it,
Oh, did you see that? Did anybody else see that?
Yeah, it's freaking out.
See what?
Also, is this literally just the sequel?
No, it's
This is the prequel, I think.
Prequel? Ugh.
That's definitely Chloe's
Disappointed. Disappointed. Wanted something new.
I'm interested in the fact that again they didn't go with more of a punk rock musical aesthetic.
Well, she's
for,
not like
Rachel Amber.
super punk rock at the start of this, is she?
Is she? I
guess she
guess
wouldn't
not.
be.
Oh, Chloe isn't. No.
Yeah,
oh, that's a
Chloe.
good point. Are we playing as Chloe? I thought we were playing as Rachel Amber.
That's definitely Chloe.
Yeah, that's totally Chloe. It doesn't look like we play as Rachel Amber like the rumors
Yeah,
said.
we don't even see Rachel Amber here.
I am totally into this as like a non-superpowers having story of Chloe's origin. Again with the weird
See, I would've-
animal thing. But okay.
I would have liked to
I mean,
have
they're gonna
seen a Life is
incorporate
Strange
something.
game in
Oh,
the
the
same
Defenders.
universe.
I like the Defenders.
That is completely
One
different
of
characters.
three,
I would have been
so
totally
not
okay
as
with that.
long, maybe.
So
as
it is-
the original one. What was the
That
release date on
sounds
that
like a good idea.
Please welcome from Monolith
I think
Productions,
August.
Vice President of
August.
Creative, Michael DePlatter.
But
If it's shorter, that does indicate that maybe they're not going to do it.
Tried to humiliate me. You left your mark
well,
on me.
if
but
it's
it
shorter, that
didn't
also
work.
feels right. I think for a
Yeah.
prequel before we go to a new adventure with new characters. Again, sort of a 400 days thing is what I was talking to Josh about. And I think that would work really well.
So I wonder if Don't Nod is also
Anyway,
going
let's
to
go
say,
fight
oh,
Sauron
we're doing a
in this
sequel
fight.
too. Or
I would
another
love to hear
one.
that as long as it's new characters.
Yeah, I would hope they'd be done with these characters after this.
I've had enough of your mouth, Bruce. So now I'm gonna kill you. For all these orcs to see.
Wait.
Always
Oh my
we
god,
play
is
as
this what I
yours
think it
now?
is?
Know what that is, mate? It's about sizing up a situation that's bloody impossible and
Like
saying,
Pokemon?
Wait.
"Yeah, all right, I'll have a go." I'm exactly the same.
I'm really confused right now. Is this Shadow of Mordor or is this something else?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
this is
obviously
Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of War, whatever.
Gee, the guy that is 4 times the size of the other guy won.
You could always set them against each other.
Bruce killed the boss. Come on, lads.
In Shadow of Mordor, we introduced a way to
Think I
create
just
unique personal
blow up a
stories for
vending
every
machine?
player. And in Shadow of War,
It
we're
did look like
expanding
that.
That's what I
this.
thought too.
2 new features we're really excited
I'm
about
frustrated
are
that, like,
forging an army of followers
What people
and
loved about the
Nemesis
original
fortresses.
Nemesis system was that it made
Here,
you
we
forge
use the Ring of Power
personal
and recruit
relationships
this
with these
Olaf
monsters you were
through the
killing
chopper to expand
and
our
have stories
army.
with them. And instead of expanding
Then,
that to be able to make more
fortress
interesting
controlled
stories
by one
about different
Sauron's
kinds of
overlords.
other NPCs, we just were like, no, we just need more different kinds of monsters to make more stories about how you fought them and then they got away.
Yeah.
Fucking video games. Like, they already, I mean, we've already gone over a lot of Shadow of Mordor's problems, but taking a story about how power is inherently problematic and corrupts you and turning it into a power fantasy, I just, there's so much wrong with Shadow of Mordor, even though it does a lot of stuff really right.
Need more than that to take me down. Nice one, Ranger.
Not like Arkham Combat.
So far, this looks like DLC.
That's an interesting objective.
This never happened to me before. You serve the bright Lord now. Bright Lord, Dark Lord.
Yeah, so it's like
Same
Pokemon.
thing, really. End results me ripping spines out, which I like to do anyway, so either way.
This
do
is
it.
so not Tolkien at all.
Name's Bruce. From here on out, I will be your shadow. No one gets to you without my say-so.
Hey, bro, what's up? I'm an orc. I'm gonna help you out, man.
So, I feel like you could write an essay about this sort of thing, where like the inherent problematic way that Tolkien framed the orcs is objectively evil and othered, but this game is trying to counteract that by making it so that you can turn them towards the light. But that introduces this weird thing where it's totally not Tolkien at all, and actually rejects a lot of the core thematic values of the actual work it's adapting, but also isn't replacing it with anything valuable. It's just replacing it with video game power fantasy content.
Also, the orcs are still horribly grotesque, deformed, and still serving you.
Yes, that's the other thing. They're still servants of a master, which is inherently problematic in and of itself. Like,
orcs have always been problematic.
That's literally what the guy just
So we
said,
already
right?
have a few loyal followers.
I know,
in
but
our
I just feel
army,
like there's like
and
essays
recruiting
upon
Bruce
essays
means
buried
we're
in this
ready to
game
assault
somewhere
the
that
fortress
I don't feel like anyone involved in the production is thinking about this stuff.
We're enormously
There's no
expanding
reason
the
for this
open
to
world
be
of Mordor to new
Lord of the
regions
Rings
like
related anyway,
Saragost and Kirith
and it only
Ungol.
undercuts itself.
Mordor's a massive, living, breathing world filled with orc society, tribes, and wildlife, as well as stories and
So,
secrets.
that's weird.
You cleaved me in two. Any other orc would have died, but I survived. More than that, I thrived.
They're giving you exposition about shit you did to them.
But they didn't make me into what I am.
Because, you know, the visuals don't signify.
You created the machine.
Anyway, then you insta-kill him
Ambushed
with
by
a
the
special
machine.
move.
He's tracked us across Mordor seeking vengeance. He's one of the 7
Was
new
that
orc
Spider-Man?
combatants.
More like Scorpion.
This machine will grind you to paste.
Haven't we all been ambushed by the machine?
I am the machine.
I appreciate that reference.
Is he gonna call you Florence?
You dishonor the Styrians.
So, this is an interesting way to try to circumvent the mechanics. I kind of see what they're trying to
Killing the
do.
machine will
Like,
dominate him, so we can take advantage of his ability.
they're turning it into
during the
Pokemon
fortress
because they
assault.
wanted to have those interesting mechanics of having stories about people, enemies becoming allies, and friendship, but they couldn't actually introduce, like, interesting mechanics to the NPCs. They couldn't figure out how to get, like, the slaves you're saving from orc prison camps or whatever to work. So instead, everything you encounter is a guy you can fight, but then you can turn them to your side, and then they remember being turned to your side and can talk about that. So everyone you have meaningful relationships with are orcs. It's just some of them are bad guy orcs, and then some of them are good guy orcs.
Some of them are
and
good
all
guy
of them
orcs
can
that
recount
you
their
have
story to you.
enslaved.
Exactly. Again, I'm not saying it's not got issues. I'm saying, like, that's how they solve the problem of, like, we want to have meaningful relationships on the good guy side, as well as meaningful nemesis. And this is, I think, how they're trying to solve that.
To hazard a guess, he said you're all gonna die horribly.
I wonder how much it'll
I
really
don't
suck to
understand the
lose
tone
one
of
of these guys,
I
though.
will handle the Overlord. You focus.
Like,
on
what happens if
the defense.
Bruce the Chopper dies?
Divine focus.
That's a good point. They might show that. Like, they're going for, like, an XCOM style, like, oh, we saw how he became your friend, and now we're going to see him dying, and it's tragic, and we're really pushing this emergent narrative of characters who you befriend or become enemies with.
So is this some sort of, like,
there are unlimited ways to forge your story and conquer
is this some
Mordor
kind
in
of
Shadow
alternate
of War?
universe
And we can't wait to show you more this
where,
week at
oh,
E3.
this
Thank you
one
very
dude
much.
beat Sauron, so alright.
Exclusive. World
Turns out
premiere.
power
Yes.
is fucking rad, and everyone should want it.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Live pianist. We got a pianist, everybody.
Live pianist.
That should be censored.
And now we give you the trailer for Call of Duty Warfare Beyond Warfare.
Is this Anthem? This might be Anthem. No, this is something else.
Yeah.
This is cute.
I'd like the idea that
What is
the
this?
pianist is just there. Nobody invited him, he's just there playing a song.
It's like an Ori style game.
Yeah.
Ori in the Blind Forest too. This time the forest is there.
Ori in the forest that sees no evil, hears no evil, and speaks no evil.
Oh, nope, there's the evil. Found it, right there.
Yeah, but is it from the forest?
We worked so hard on that tree the first game.
So this is definitely an Ori sequel.
Did Ori have 3D models?
There's some good titles in the chat, by the way.
Ori and the Pianist is my favorite.
Oh, don't end on a sad owl.
Seems
Don't do
like
that to
an
me.
original title, says Benson.
I want this trailer of sadness to end and all the people in those paid Microsoft shirts to go, yeah, that's awesome, as loud as they can.
Everyone's dead, yeah! Melancholy!
Oh, it's Mew.
What? It's the Ori Pokemon crossover you've all been waiting for. And the will of the Wisps.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is wrong with Twitch's chat? Not our chat, but like the mainstream back when they were doing Shadow of Mordor was nothing but orcs, and now it's nothing but crying Isaacs from Binding of Isaac.
We
Well, there
believe
was a
that
trailer
games,
to cry
like
at.
books, movies, and music, should
People
be
found out the price
celebrated
of Isaac
and
on the
enjoyed
Switch.
by countless generations. We're passionate about preserving and celebrating the games you own, the classics of the past, and the genres you love to play. That's why 2 years ago we launched the Xbox backward
And we're pleased to
compatibility
announce the closure of that
to bring
project.
Xbox 360 games to your Xbox One. And we've seen tremendous growth in the program.
Sorry, Alex.
Today, our
Oh
library
no, I
of
just have
games
bad jokes
stands
now.
at
I got nothing left.
385
It
titles.
feels like they took a
And
page out of
over half
Sony's press
of
conference
Xbox
last
One
year that
gamers
just did
have
just
played
games.
a backward compatible game. But I've heard your feedback and you want more. Today, I'm pleased to announce an exciting expansion to the program.
And nobody cares, because those games are old.
Is that Mass
Also
Effect
because-
1?
Yeah, the idea is you get Xbox One games now.
What about Xbox 2?
Which, well, the problem is, how do you prove that you own them? I don't own physical copies of my
Team
Xbox
of
One games. It's
engineers
2017.
Are working hard to bring us some of your favorite original Xbox games
Some
to
of your
today's
favorite original
Xbox One
Xbox
library, including
Like,
a
is this just gonna be a
fan
virtual
favorite
console
that I'm
kind of
asked
thing?
about often by the community.
Yay! Okay, my thing got made into a thing. They gave me a
And
thing.
it looks great. And like the Xbox 360
I want the PC
games,
version to come
OG
back,
games
but
will
is that on
look
GOG
better
actually?
And
I
play
have to go
better
look.
across the Xbox
Yeah, which
One
Xbox
family.
One games do I really
We'll
need to
have more to
play
share
on
about
my
this
Xbox
program when it
X1
launches later
or whatever it's called?
this year.
Xbox X1, the Xening. Subtitle
I'm
4K.
proud of the library
Xbox
of games
XXX.
available today on Xbox One. All of them will
Xbox.
benefit from the performance and power
Oh, man,
when
GOG
you
doesn't
play
have
them on
Crimson
Xbox
Skies.
One X. But we won't stop there. I'm
Yeah, our
excited to
backwards
announce
compatible
that if
games
you
will-
own Gears of War 4,
will be great in
Forza
with our
Horizon
new
3,
hardware.
Killer
They'll
Instinct,
definitely be enhanced.
Halo Wars 2, or Minecraft, we'll be providing 4K updates to these titles for free.
That's not something worth applauding.
Yay.
It's
Yeah,
a
well,
really
so you'll patch
And
in
we
the
already
ability to
have
up the
over
resolution.
30
Okay.
titles from our third-party partners that are planning to provide free updates as part
I
of
like,
our Xbox One
I like the comment
X
Xbox
enhanced
One X for the Xbox One
Titles
downloadable
like Final
backwards compatibility
Fantasy
for the Xbox
15,
One.
Oh god.
Resident Evil 7.
Wait, what?
Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Rocket League, just to name a few.
Shouldn't, like...
This means
I guess
you probably
these are just
already
games they're
have
going to patch
a
in,
large
like,
library
we
of
can
titles
unlock more
that
stuff
you own today
for the,
that will automatically
the
get
console
better
to play
on
with.
Xbox One X. Today, we showcase some of the world's greatest creators.
They will automatically
with a
get
lineup
better.
Of different types of games for
Where
every
is
type of
Anthem?
gamer. We showed you the
This is
largest
gonna be it.
and
It's
most
the end of this.
diverse
No, they're
going
gonna
to
do the price first, then they're gonna do
ever
Anthem.
appeared on our stage. From every
I
corner
think that's
of the
overly
globe,
optimistic.
from developers large
It's
and
coming
small.
out this fall.
42 games,
They're gonna do
including
price or release
22
date.
with console exclusivity on Xbox One.
Do we really go through 40 games?
It feels like
And
it.
you're also going to be able to play all of the biggest cross-platform blockbusters on Xbox One. And every game will play great across the Xbox One family, and on Xbox One X runs every single game you've seen even better.
So, do all those
that's it?
games
That's your
also
push?
play on
So
Xbox One
if you
S?
haven't joined the Xbox One family, now's
Yes,
the time.
that's what they said.
This week, you'll find Xbox One S available in the U.S.
They play
for
again across the entire
$249.
Xbox family,
And
but
on
they play
November
better
7th,
on the Xbox One S, which is
So
why you need to
so
pay
it is
$900 or
basically
whatever.
just the
One X,
PS4 Pro
the
again.
world's most powerful console at $499.
$499.
Be the first
They are
to
taking a big loss on that.
Unrivaled power and performance
Almost
on
doesn't
the
seem
Xbox
like it's
One.
enough, though. I mean, the PS4
We
Pro is
close
$399.
today's show by looking to the future with a really great partner.
Here we
They've
go.
been with us
There it
from
is.
the earliest days of Project
From the
Scorpio.
earliest days.
And they're building an incredible game that takes
Project
advantage
Scorpio.
of the power and performance of the Xbox One family and the new
4K
Xbox One
$99.
X.
I like that. The crowd.
Please welcome Patrick Sutherland, Executive Vice President, EA Worldwide Studios.
So I wonder if Anthem is
Oh,
And
this
they
is
didn't use that
awkward.
magical door at all.
This is awkward that the EA guy is coming on
Oh, he doesn't
stage
have the-
to
the
a
sweater
presentation
anymore.
that is
Where's the
very
sweater?
clearly
Oh my
that is
god.
very
Is it in the
clearly
wash?
a better
At
conference.
EA,
Yeah,
we
really.
have teams dreaming up a lot of projects.
This isn't good.
And only the greatest will make it their way to you. And that's okay.
I wonder if this
It's
guy
all
was
When
just sitting
it's not
back
gonna be
there
Mirror's
going,
Edge.
Like, man, they did way
And
better
it's
than
worth
we
it
did.
because when you find something special,
I
there's
just
no
want him to
better
go off the
feeling
fucking
as a
rails
For
and
one,
be
they
like,
wouldn't call it
fuck this, fuck
Mirror's
you.
Edge Catalyst
to a brand
2.
new world.
When
I hate your
Mirror's Edge
stupid
Catalyst
conference.
is already Mirror's Edge
There's
2.
no better feeling
Yeah.
than losing yourself in a
I like that he comes
don't
out
even
and they
recognize
revert.
him.
They revert the stage to the
Our
boring
developers
EA
of
circles
Bioware
logo
what
from
the
last night.
something truly special.
Let's
Just
make
to
the
drive
stage
home how
look
bad
bad.
A world that is lush, savage, mysterious, and ever-changing.
I say this
With
as a
interesting
guy whose
characters
stupid
and new
aesthetic
types
is
of
like a white
gameplay
screen with two
you
brackets.
enjoy with your
A bunch of
friends
circles in
for
front of
years
blue
to
is a
come.
bad look.
This is what's possible when we take an extraordinary vision and combine it with the latest technologies and hardware. Amazing concepts become possible. Great ideas become reality. So here we are, and we are so excited to share this with all of you. On behalf of the
You
team
know,
at BioWare,
I'm warming to the button up.
let's see what this game
It's
looks
not as
like.
good as the sweater.
I
Running
want him
on
to
an
do the
Xbox
trailer,
One
and then
X.
it comes back like
Here's John Warner from
camera goes
BioWare
back to him,
to
and
show
he's
you
wearing
Anthem.
the sweater again.
He,
That
he's
would be
wearing the
beautiful.
sweater, but you can still see his other shirt underneath it. Like,
Yes.
he didn't want to get rid of it.
He's wearing his other
Hi,
shirt on his
I'm
head
John
with a
Warner,
bandana.
game director for Anthem.
Oh,
Here is
that's
the
not a
world
good sign.
premiere of Anthem's gameplay.
First person?
Of what gameplay?
A first person BioWare game?
Look, it's
Huh.
Assassin's Creed.
Didn't he say the title in it, though?
Yes, Anthem.
Oh. Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's the thing they announced yesterday.
Yeah. I was there for it. Totally.
I'm getting Rage vibes.
Listen.
A bit.
It's okay, don't worry.
Not that angry.
Big
Just
trouble.
calm down.
No, like the game. Never mind.
Mistake.
Hey, look, we have facial animations in this one.
They weren't freelancers. I know.
Oh god.
They
Too
said they could
soon.
handle it, and the price was right. I thought maybe.
Unbelievable.
You're right. It was stupid.
Female
I'm
voice
sorry.
protagonist.
But they're still out there.
I'm curious to
Was that
see where this
Jennifer
If you could
goes.
just bring them back. Anything you need.
I mean, look, BioWare's been moving more and more towards shooterdom and farther and further away from RPGs for a while now. I'd maybe like to see what they can do with a full-on shooter with maybe light RPG mechanics.
The heroes who leave the safety of the walls of Fort Tarsus to explore the unknown and protect humanity. Let's join 2 players as they head out on an expedition.
Is this another, like, Horizon Zero Dawn kind of thing?
You ready to go?
We're just grabbing
Where,
some
oh,
supplies.
it's the
What are you gonna
post-apocalypse?
use today?
I decided to go with the Colossus.
I'm gonna use my Ranger. Try out some new upgrades.
I feel like that would be really claustrophobic.
Yeah, I got that.
Wait, is this multiplayer?
Which is interesting.
It looks very Destiny-y.
Every player will own an array of exosuits we call Javelins.
Every player.
These suits give players superhuman capabilities and are heavily
BioWare's
customizable
answer,
so they look
EA's
and
answer
play
to
how you
Destiny?
want.
By BioWare? I don't know how to feel about that.
That.
Looking good.
Yeah, this is an
Hey,
MMO.
that player just dropped in.
Equipped.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the
Hitting
way.
on Paul.
This is EA's Destiny. That's what this is. Holy crap.
That is so weird. On so
I don't know how
many
to
levels.
I don't know what to think about this at this point.
It looks like there might be more
This
exploration
is a
than
vast
Destiny
open
had.
world you explore with your friends.
I like the
Each
flying
Javelin
mechanics.
exosuit
It's pretty
has
cool.
its own unique playstyle. The Ranger is balanced and on purpose, while the Colossus is a tanking powerhouse.
There's some weird skipping
Hey,
going on.
look, they're already talking MMO rules.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too.
We'll see how
I
much
do
this is
think-
like Warframe.
It's hostile and threats can come from any
I
direction.
think you're right, Josh. I think this is like
Dynamic
Horizon
world
in
with
terms of being a
unexpected
post-apocalyptic
threats every
future.
corner.
Yeah, he seems like a problem for another day.
Yeah, but this is all scripted, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting some fire from ahead.
I do wonder if this is like, are they playing like player dialogue, simulated player dialogue here, or is this like in-game your character doing dialogue?
I feel like what they're doing right now is simulated player dialogue to each other because you're playing with another guy. Because he was like, yeah, I got this backpack or whatever last week.
I've custom it over the weekend.
There.
So, here's my immediate problem with this. It's BioWare's Destiny, but with BioWare game feel and third-person shooting.
Have you been in there?
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
gonna
not
be
as good
a
as
red
Bungie's.
flag.
XP.
No.
Hello, treasure.
I
this is
heard that
definitely
Mass
player
Effect
dialogue.
Andromeda is better.
it is a bit, but not. It's not Destiny.
I think we got some action ahead.
I mean, the exploration stuff here looks pretty cool.
We're under attack. Anyone in the area, we're under attack.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't look significantly bigger than Destiny's planet
You can
so far.
equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating
It also
power
looks
to
very
combat.
Titanfall.
Oh look, an AT-AT.
The thing caught fire.
Oh, there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Time to use that mortar.
Yeah, this is definitely simulated player dialogue. Great.
Yeah, they were talking about XP just now.
Give me some covering fire.
I like multiple classes working together, but again, this is a weird BioWare.
There's a bunch more coming in.
Destiny by way of BioWare is a weird concept for me because BioWare has never been good at combat, at least not in the way that Bungie is.
Like, I'm waiting for story stuff to happen here.
Oh, come on.
I mean, that never happened in Destiny, and we enjoyed that.
Right, but you don't think about BioWare as the game studio that does
Some would
MMO
argue-
stuff.
Some would argue you didn't have that in Andromeda either, so.
Are dynamic.
So we've
They
already
pull you off
seen
the
two
beaten
legendary
path with
weapons.
the promise of new stories to discover.
Wonder if it's gonna be like hub and spoke style.
Storm incoming.
Like that main area is
Actually,
just
let's
gonna
get
be
to
like the
practical.
story,
Yeah, maybe.
the story hub.
That would be more MMO-y. Destiny avoided that by having like almost a linear progression of areas.
Right behind you.
But MMOs
And also
would
just
make
know
more
where to
sense.
talk to about anything.
Yeah. Michelle, Sandra Paul, and someone else. Whoa.
Luckily, this person just had 2 friends on standby to immediately jump.
I will say I like the emphasis on movement. It's something that Destiny only kind of commits to. This game looks a lot more committed to movement, and the movement looks like it's really satisfying. It's the shooting that looks really placid.
Mumbles is going to be so disappointed when she hears about this.
Our story is out there.
Because there's going to be no one to kiss.
Exactly. Like
I can feel it.
BioWare is about the companion
I agree.
stories at this point. Like,
listen to that incredibly tame applause.
Like, it could be
I
fun,
mean,
but it's not what I was expecting from the BioWare IP.
I was not expecting a Destiny at all.
Yeah.
Full stop.
And like chasing after Destiny seems like a weird thing to do right now. I guess Destiny sold pretty well, but it did not do as good as I think they thought it was.
Coming for
you. Or we're hoping.
I mean, I'm tempted. I'm at least. I'll say this. My interest is peaked more than if it was Dragon Age 4 or whatever. Like.
And there's who knows what it actually is going to be like.
That's true. Like, there may be a
really
story in there that... I mean, honestly, maybe that's their idea, is like, Destiny totally screwed up their story. Wasn't it already?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I believe so. It was cross-platform. But my point is more like, I could see BioWare's looking at Destiny and going, oh, they completely effed up their story. We've got pretty good shooting mechanics at this point, and we are really good at story. Maybe we could take a crack at Destiny and beat them at their own game. And I'm sure EA was like, oh yeah, we want our version of Destiny, the MMO multiplayer shoot 'em up.
Which specific BioWare is working on this one?
This is Edmonton.
Well,
this is like the main studio. The one that did like Mass Effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is
all right. That's it.
We're back to the
2017.
Twitch
Back to Talking Heads.
Yeah. All right.
So responses are, I'm actually
reconvene
really
in about 5 hours.
Yeah, that's been the Xbox conference. Definitely way better than the EA one.
Pretty much all they did. Also, I'd mentioned the.
I don't know if they sold
I'm
the
happy
Xbox
as a PC player playing
Scorpio,
Microsoft
but
exclusive, and
or the
that
Xbox
was
One X.
common theme as well, right? Exclusive on Xbox and also Windows 10. So overall, I'm kind of a happy camper as far as
I'm still
like the stream.
Xbox.
Well,
they had to like make us want.
It's still making noise even when I turn it off. So yeah.
In order to
so
do that,
we'll see you guys
some things that are only available in the Xbox One X, and they're introducing
5-ish hours.
Exclusive.
Yeah, Bethesda's at
console
9,
so
right? Isn't it?
Midnight EST.
5-ish.
More
they
hours in my
quoted us like
particular case,
42 games or something
that's
like
just
that.
because time zones are
Yeah.
weird.
Showcase.
And they gave us the
Yeah,
name.
Midnight Eastern is the next
Xbox
next
One
one.
X.
Xbox Ox.
Well, it's Bethesda, so it might
Awesome and such a good name.
Yeah.
I like
Thanks
it.
everyone
I
for
like
tuning
the
in.
Scorpio, but I guess Onyx.
Saxophone music
Onyx.
and
Are you doing
moonlighting.
it? Are you solidifying that right now?
Xbox Ox.
The Onyx.
Yes.
Bonus.
Okay, we don't have a whole lot of time before we're
All
done.
right.
We're
See you
gonna
guys
keep
in
our
like 5
schedule
hours.
going through into
Yeah,
into,
see you
of course,
guys.
all the way to Bethesda. About some of the things that we were super excited about. Again, for like the third year.